Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on when you see this. Thanks for stopping by and watching one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to show you how to shorten sleeves on a men's button-up shirt, but this could also be on a woman's blouse. I'm going to remove the cuff, the placket that is on it, and you'll see me with my razor blade here in just a second, and I'm going to start picking all these lovely little stitches. Up here, you're going to see a safety pin, and that is where the bottom of the cuff needs to be, which is almost right at 2.5 inches from the top of the cuff. So I'm pulling out of my little slip here with the customer's name on it. That way I can write 2.5 just in case I stop later and then I forget what my measurements need to be. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just writing it down. Okay, so let's get rid of this safety pin because I know what my measurements need to be. I'm going to flatten this out, make sure everything's smooth, no funky wrinkles, and then I'm going to get my white chalk that disappears with heat. And I'm going to draw my little line going all the way across, 2.5 inches. Here we go again. Line it up with the top of the cuff, 2.5 inches. And then that lovely little button's in my way, which I'm going to lop off here in a minute with my razor blade because you'll have to cut it off. Because usually it is sewn through the shirt sleeve itself, so I can't pull that part of the placket off. Oh, well, here we are. I guess we're just going to go ahead and do this half and get rid of everything. I don't know why I'm doing that. But brand new razor blade works the best. I kind of struggle with this razor blade until I realized, oh, I should probably get a new one. And then it's like butter. I just pull my fabric kind of tight in between my fingers. That way my razor blade just slips right through. And this sleeve actually had some bar tacks on it, which was kind of a pain in the butt to get through because, bar tacks are those teeny tiny little zigzag stitches just crammed into one little space. So they're kind of a pain in the butt to get rid of without actually cutting the fabric. And I'm sorry, I actually recorded this video on the 9th of September, but it was so busy up here yesterday, I didn't have time to finish uploading and doing the voiceover and everything like that. So I apologize. And I have another video that I recorded a couple of weeks ago, but I just haven't had time to sit here and upload my videos to YouTube. So I really apologize. I was doing so great, and then I just plummeted. Work has kind of gotten slow, and so I'm trying to get as much stuff done as possible. That way money keeps flowing in. Because, I have bills to pay. Pretty looks get you only so far. Joking. Okay, so I had to snip some threads because when they did the buttonhole, they kind of actually got part of the sleeve in there. I mean, it's going to get covered up anyway, so sometimes I've actually had to cut a good chunk out of the sleeve, but later that part gets pushed up in the placket and nobody's going to see that there's, a buttonhole chunk size of a sleeve missing. And sometimes these stitches don't want to come out, so here I am picking them out. See, this is what alterations is. It's 90% picking, 10% sewing. You get real good with razor blades. And to me, razor blades are more efficient than a seam ripper. Can't tell you how many times I've stabbed myself with a razor blade, or it has slipped and gone clean through the underside of whatever I'm picking, and I don't realize it until it slips, and then I'm like, ooh, and I flip it over, and then there's a gaping hole, and then I'm like, great, now I gotta try to figure out how to fix that, because usually it's in a spot where there's not much fixing it. And then you have to go through and you have to tell the customer that you accidentally put a hole in their shirt or whatever. It's not a fun conversation to have. But, okay, so this is what I'm doing. I am going to sit here, I'm going to pick all this apart, and then I'm going to lay this back flat, and I'm going to continue drawing my lines. I'm going to mark down there, there are where the pleats are, there's some little tick marks, and I'm going to continue marking those, and you'll see later in the video, I'll line that piece up to where my new bottom of the sleeve is going to be. And I'm going to redraw those lines. And that placket slit is 5 inches. So above where my 2.5 mark is, I'm going to lay the bottom of my ruler on that line or that marking, and then I'm going to draw up to 5 inches. And then that way I know that that's my slit that I need to continue cutting. So that's what I'll do here in a little bit. And really, I mean, just if you have any questions, I guess just leave them in the comments and I'll answer them if there's anything. And like I said, if there is some kind of alteration you would like me to show you, I'm sure it will come in my shop. I get stuff all the time in here. The other day I had a band director bring me a nylon zip-up instrument case. These cases are terrible. I may do like a quick overview of that and show you, but I actually was able to sew the zipper teeth back on to this case, and it worked. And I was just like, well, that's a new one for me. I've never tried that. Yeah, whoever designed those cases was not smart, because these kids are dragging these cases and they've got little feet on the bottom of the case, but I guess I should turn my phone off. But the feet aren't tall enough to keep them from dragging the zipper, so they just grinded part of the zipper off on the ground. But the teeth were in okay condition. It still zips up, and I was able to sew the teeth back on, which I've never done before. But like I said, that was with the nylon cord zipper teeth. You know, the ones that are just the little coils that are just attached to the tape. So if I have something else like that that comes in, I'm totally going to try that again without having to spend all this time replacing some of these zippers. Because I'm all about replacing zipper parts if I can get away with that instead of replacing full-blown zippers. Yesterday I replaced 5 zippers. And I think I've got one more item to go, and then I'm done with zippers, and then I'm going to jump on probably some Letterman jackets. I'm not for sure. I'm behind in a way up here. But anyways, I'll let you finish watching the video. I'm sorry, I may speed it up some just so you're not in here. I am with my lovely little scissors that don't want to cut. They don't cut anything but thread. They don't want to cut fabric when I need them to. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Like I said, if you have any questions, you can just drop them down in the comments. Oh, I'm sorry. Right here, I am going to draw a 1/4 inch line. That is my cut line. I almost oopsied right there. And then I would have been like freaking out trying to figure out, just put those little scissors away. You're not cutting anything, honey. Put them away. Put them away. Get them big boys out. There you go. So here we go. Snippy snips. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy the video. Bye.